which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Appreciate it, and it's a pleasure to welcome our visitors. It looks like y'all, a lot of you came in caravan. We was glad to see you filling up the stands over there.
And we are here, man. I got Caden Fuller in the booth tonight. Got a light bulb out or something, awful dark. Didn't work on our tans, but that's what it looks like. So we, well, let me get this all figured out. There we go. What's up tonight, Caden?
Oh, not much, Coach. Well, you know.
Oh, I don't make enough money to know anything. Just here bringing you some Bulldog football on Waldron Bulldogs TV. We've got about 4 minutes here till we kick off. I'm going to go over a few things for Pottsville before we get started too. We got tonight. The Apaches coming to match up 2-5 on the year. They've lost their last 3 conference games by no more than 5 points. They fell to Mina 28-23, and then they fell by two points to Dardanelle, 2 points to Lamar as well. They've got a senior stud, kind of do everything, fullback, linebacker guy. Number 11, Landon Mahan, 6 foot 185. He can run it, tackle it, ground and pound, old school football, fullback for him. 21 carries last week, had 118 yards. And so he's big time. Also added 18 tackles on the defensive side of the ball, and he's added kicking to his chores this year. So he's kind of do everything. Their quarterback, number 15, Cooper Duval. 6'4", 185. 6'4", 185. He's a threat running the ball as well. He's got 4.8 speed. Never seen somebody that big, that fast. At least not here. And he'll put it in the air a little bit too, but for the most part, they kind of want to ground and pound a little bit. What about those Bulldogs?
Well, this is a Bulldogs' first home conference game of the year. We're sitting at 1-4, and Hootens has us ranked as number 36. Played really good last week against Lamar, just didn't come up with the win. We had a decent running game going. Gabino ran for about 183 yards, and our quarterback Brigance totaled 144 yards on the night. Our pass game was really struggling, though, Coach. We just couldn't get nothing going through the air. Fought all night trying to get protection on the quarterback, just couldn't block long enough.
We had tons of yards on the ground. I don't know, passing-wise, it wasn't too good of a night, but we didn't really have to. We ran the ball pretty well against Lamar, and Lamar's a similar setup to what we're going to see tonight. So Pottsville comes in at 33rd in the state, and so just a few notches ahead of us. So definitely a winnable ball game. Hootens has got us as a 7-point underdog, I believe, but Coach Brian Rust, he brings a ton of that Boonville toughness. He's a Boonville graduate. I think it's year 15 or 16 maybe, leading Pottsville. He's always been an old school, dead tee, fullback, wings in motion, ground and pound guy. And then about the time you fall asleep watching the run, they throw something over the top. And so that's always a tough force. And defensively, it's going to be similar to what we've seen so far, kind of a 50 look. So it's going to have 3 down defensive linemen, true nose, 2 stand-up ends, 2 basically middle backers flying to the football, and then a cover 2 look with 4 corner guys or 4 secondary guys over the top. So it's going to be definitely set up to stop our run, make sure we can do a good job holding on to the football, and maybe have a decent night of it.
Yeah, that's how they beat us last year, Coach. They just pounded the ball all night long. I think Elijah Bradley had 6 touchdowns against
Mr.
us.
Bradley, he had a ton of yards against us.
He was pretty good at football.
That was a winnable game for us. Went down there and still had a chance there at the end, and I think might have thrown a desperation pass there at the end that got picked off or went incomplete or something, but we had a chance to score and kind of upset them there late in the year. But big key tonight will be overcoming some issues in the box a little bit if we get both sides. So if we can control that line of scrimmage, we had flashes of it last week. If we can do that again tonight defensively as well, kind of control the box, we should be all right. Maybe.
I think so too, Coach.
We have the Bulldogs.
We're just gonna have to get tough.
Absolutely. Bulldogs have ran through, heard the cannon go off. We got about 15 seconds here before game time. Going to be our second home game of the year. We played Gore in week 2, kind of scheduled late. But really, this is not a traditional schedule at all, by no means. Caden benefited from it last year, got to play the first 7 at home last year, and we're on the road the first 7 this
only
year.
Had 3 away games the whole year.
Man, lucky dog.
This is actually our first home conference game. So we'll see how this showing is.
We're on the field. Band's coming off right now. Ready to rock and roll.
Looks like we're going to get the ball first. Chris Lopez and Peyton Lippum headed back deep.
See if we can start this off right here. It is 63 degrees and brisk here at Waldron Football Stadium, and officials on the night, our head official is Robert Kelly. He's going to be joined by Tim Hodge, Aaron Kelly, Michael Knuckles, and Jerry Ford. And we're getting ready to kick off the football here.
Big thing for our Bulldogs tonight, set the tone early.
Set the tone early. Landon Mahan, talked about that fullback guy. He kicks it off to start. They're going to call offsides on the kickoff. That is not called very often.
Especially not on the first kick. Not.
They're just too antsy. I think that official right there that called that was the guy that come and I gave a piece of cheesecake to earlier, so maybe that helped out. Probably didn't hurt. It's going to move him back 5 yards.
That flag's blowing awfully hard north to south. I bet that kicker gets the extra couple yards on this kick right here.
He's going to squib that one towards the sideline. It's going to be a loose football. Good job right there from the Bulldogs coming up and recovering that. That is number 10. Number 16, Braden Mays right there, covered that kick. Kind of scary. The ball's on the ground. You
Got me scared, Coach.
You usually see a fair catch right there, and then you don't advance it, but you always have good field position when they kind of squib it like that. We didn't do that, but no blood, no foul, I guess.
Yeah, that was a good call by the Pottsville kicking team. Kind of caught us off sides right there, but we got good position to start this drive.
It's going to be handoff to Gabino Grano around the outside. Got some guys in the backfield. Still picks up positive yards. He's not going down easy.
Coach. He got hit about the 40-yard line and drug people to the 50.
He reminds me nothing of you when you ran the ball. You had already hit the sidelines over there, but Gabino puts a foot down, had pressure in the backfield, and ended up picking about 7 yards up after contact. So that's a good pickup right there. We're going to call it 2nd and 5. Kind of an odd formation, went empty, but Gabino was kind of at a sniffer back level, but he was split out. I don't know if that's just to give him a better angle downhill or what, but
yeah, Gabino's not usually in that slot position. He's usually in the backfield behind our quarterback, as he is right here in this formation.
Brigant's going to keep that one up the middle. Gets met immediately. It's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, I believe. He had those two running backs in the backfield with him, tried to just kind of go quarterback power, I guess. Kind of overload numbers, and did a good job right there on the defensive line to not give any ground up.
Yeah, Brigance is coming off a good rushing performance last week at Lamar. Had 144 yards with a touchdown. Tried to set that tone early.
I think he broke a big 50-yarder, too. Logan Young run a bubble motion, catches the pass. It's going to be good enough for a first down. That's a wrinkle we have not seen this year. Kind of
That's a good play right there. Had a good block on the outside by Chris Lopez. Kind of set that up.
good motion right there and awful deep and got him the football and went downhill. New set of change right here. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. About the 44-yard line.
We call this formation deuce. Send that same motion as we did last play.
It's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage. Similar motion, trying to get those linebackers to guess a little bit. Brigance keeps the football and gets downhill and just could not quite pick up any yards.
I feel like it's going to be pretty tough to run on these guys tonight. We're going to have to air the ball out and hit some home runs.
We have not done that traditionally this year. I don't know if we're set right there, but they're going to let us be set.
That play was blown up from the beginning.
That one got swallowed up by Alex Moats.
Lost about 5 yards on that play.
Alex Moats and Blake Chenoweth back there in a hurry.
It's going to bring up about 3rd and 15 for the Dogs. I think it's 2 down territory if we get enough yards right here, Coach.
Oh no, man, it's early in the football game. I'm start calling you Coach Brown. He goes by those Madden rules. It's going to be a rollout to the right. Brigance is looking for a block, going to throw it short. It's going to be intended target of number 84 for the Bulldogs. Cody Ferguson, the intended target right there. Kind of got rid of it. Looks like we're going to bring up the punt unit.
Yeah. Would have liked to seen a little closer route, intermediate route, get closer to the stick, so maybe we could have went for it on 4th down, but that incompletion set us up for a 4th and long, left us no choice but to punt.
Ran that flood concept, and the one route was about 5 yards deep, and the other 2 were pretty deep. I don't know if that was by design or not, but it's going to be Leo Lopez set to kick. Pretty good air time on the punt. It's going to take a little bit of a Pottsville bounce. It's going to be down by Peyton Lippel. Pottsville will take over the football on the 26-yard line.
That was a 34-yard punt, Coach.
34-yard punt from the left-footed kicker.
Leo.
Mr. Leo.
Left-footed kicker Leo. Wasn't a bad first offensive possession.
We got a 1st down. Those are kind of been elusive to us on those first drives of the game so far this season. Pottsville's going to come out with 2 split backs. Going to be a fullback give right there. Going to be no gain on the pickup. That happened quick.
Yep. 66, Miguel Triana came up with that tackle, stuffed the hole right there.
Just a straight fullback dive. It's the bread and butter of a split wing dead T team where they pull it at that mesh point. Then you've got the veer option with the quarterback.
They're reading Miguel, but quarterback didn't pull the ball, and Miguel crushed him.
Kind of a slide motion. I think we're going to be offsides.
That's going to be on Miguel Triana.
Got a little happy over there. Jumped offsides. It's going to give him free 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Going to move the football up to about the 31-yard line. Kind of that slide motion by that wing back. Similar look towards our sideline that time.
I suspect that's the formation they'll be in all game. Some movement up there, but I don't think we jumped into the zone.
Similar play. It's going to be fullback give, downhill in a hurry. It's going to be number 11, Landon Mahan. He's kind of their hoss back there that they give the football to 15, 20 times a game. Tackled by Patrick Poore there from the linebacker spot, or the D tackle spot, excuse me.
It's going to be enough for the 1st down. Yeah, Patrick made that tackle right there, grabbed a shoestring and
shoestring. Got Adrian Hall split out here to our sideline. Is a speedster as well. We mentioned they don't want to do that a whole bunch. It's going to be a toss left. Got numbers advantage on the edge. Pick up about 9 yards on the play.
Our end over there, Figueroa, didn't do an awful job. He stretched out the play, but we had nobody filling the lane, filling the alley. That's
Nope.
usually the linebacker or the safety job, but
Should be the linebacker, and then if they don't quite get there, then the safety should come up. 24, Elijah Atkins on that carry there. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Pottsville's really going with that hard count, trying to get us to jump.
It's going to be a handoff to 24. He's going to be met in the backfield. Good tackle right there. That's Patrick Poore on the stop. They're signaling first down. I do not think that's a first down.
No, I think they definitely didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're giving them a first down.
I bet Coach B's fired up about that one.
I don't know if any of our coaches noticed. I don't think he...
I didn't think he got back to the line of scrimmage, much less gained a yard.
I do not think so either. Going to be a toss right back to Atkins. Make a few guys miss.
Chris Lopez came up from the safety position and made that tackle. In the secondary tonight, we got Peyton Lipplem, Chris Lopez, Matt Brigance, and Trevor Bates is playing the other corner position.
Trevor Bates has done a good job for us this year. He led us in, him and Lopez led us in receiving last week. Didn't have much, but they both had 2 catches apiece.
Yeah, I just couldn't get much going through the air last week.
They're going to spread us out a little bit.
Looks like we're rolling down the coverage.
Hand off to number 11, Mahan. Pickup of about 2 on the play. Be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3. 5:48 and counting here in the first quarter. First home conference game of the year. Second home game of the year. We played Gore in week 2, kind of scheduled late, but this is a new territory for the Bulldogs.
Yep. See what we got here on 3rd and 3. Gonna have to get tough.
Handoff around. It's going to be short of the first down. I would assume they're going to go for it. We were in a similar spot and did not. It's going to be 4th and 2. Good job right there. Logan Young and Patrick Poore both on the tackle there.
Yeah, Logan Young did a great job filling the gap right there from the linebacker position. That pulling guard, he just read him and filled in the C gap.
I believe that is number 9, Eli Nason at quarterback, 5'9", 160. Traditional starter is number 15, Cooper Duval. He is not in the game.
Our defense is going to have to watch the hard count right here.
It's going to be a busted play. He's going to pick up a first down. He opened up left. Fullback went right. Eli Nason just kept the football and got downhill, picked up a first down.
Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, Coach.
Oh, they're going to measure that one.
My goodness.
It's a little odd. By the way they spotted it, he will be close. I think he'll have enough to get it. I don't think that's remotely as close as the first one.
No.
The first one definitely at least deserved a measurement.
Oh, yeah.
It's only week 6, Caden, so they're still getting used to it. It's going to be a first down.
About half the football, it looks like.
It's Jamie Newman and Mac Davis on the chain gang, along with David Jones over there running the yardage stick, or the down stick. And R.L. Self over there as well.
It's going to be Apache's first down from the 44-yard line.
Handoff to Mahan up the middle, falling forward. Now you know why he's running it 20 times a game for 100 yards. He's getting 2, 3, 4-yard chunks at a time. He had 2 long runs on us last year, but usually it's those short yardage downhill, fall forward kind of runs. That's what these kind of offenses thrive off of.
So bring up second down 5.
2nd and 5.
39-yard line.
Right on schedule as they want it. This offense is very scheduled. If our defense can make them get off schedule by a couple yards, I think it'd help us out a bunch.
It's going to be a veer pitch. Good job running the alley. Missed the tackle in the backfield, but good job rallying to the football. It's going to be a gain of 1 on the play. Matt Brigance was the first one there, and then 2 or 3 black jerseys come and swallowed them up after that.
Yeah, they ran that triple option right there. Figueroa did a good job of taking the quarterback and making him pitch the ball early, and we had a safety in the alley, Brigance, and he just couldn't make the tackle, but he slowed him down enough for our linebackers to come and make the tackle.
It's what Caden was saying earlier about the read. So they are not blocking Triana on the line of scrimmage. That quarterback is seeing if he takes the fullback or the quarterback or the running back. If he's taking the quarterback or the running back, it's a give to the fullback. Be end around 24 downhill. Good job, good tackle. It's going to be 4th and 3, 4th and 2. We'll see where they spot it. It's been questionable so far. 4th and 3. Logan Young there on that tackle. 24, Elijah Atkins there on that carry again.
Yeah, Logan Young has come up and filled the gap and made some good tackles. Gained about 1.5 yards on that.
They haven't ran, Pottsville has not ran outside the tackles, but maybe twice. They ran a toss and then that veer option, triple option, that 2 plays before, but really they want to stay inside those tackles, and Bulldogs are doing a good job.
They have.
Toss outside, run the alley. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
Going to depend on the spot. Oh, they're giving it to him.
Marked as a first down. That still was not a big gain. Gain of 2.5 yards. This is why, Caden, when you asked me if I would have punted earlier, is why I said yes. Just because we got an offense that's not going to beat you in 1 or 2 plays. 15-yard drives gives you an opportunity for them to put the football on the ground, force them to have to throw it, do something, as you mentioned, getting off schedule. And so the more field they have to chew up to do that. You know, we're not playing Ole Miss like we did, like the Hogs did Saturday.
But yeah, first down's big against these teams like this. You got to hold them to a minimal gain.
It's going to be a pass.
It's got a guy wide open.
And it's a bad throw. I think there was miscommunication. Adrian Hall Jr. there kind of split, broke to the inside, quarterback foot to the back shoulder, kind of as a corner route. Hall couldn't adjust in time to get it. If you're going to throw, you're going to throw on first down. We mentioned that for the game. You kind of get people napping, watching the run, and then you throw something over the top. I bet they don't do it twice in a row, though.
No, now they're off schedule, coach, and they're going to have to do something they're not used to doing.
That slot on that far side is really tight, which probably means he's getting an angle to a down block, and he does. We have fullback give, lots of missed tackles. Lopez is going to come up after a 9-yard gain. Just like that, they're back on schedule. Alignment's a big deal, especially in a offense like this. You don't rely on beating somebody one-on-one necessarily. You're relying on angles and holding blocks because you're only having to do it half a second. And so if you can get angles so your guards will down block on noses, or your receiver slots come down and down block on ends, or you fold block where you go inside the tackle and kick out, all things like that. Mason's going to hand that off. Met immediately by Triana, and then Patrick Poore comes up and cleans it up a little bit along with Steven Figueroa. No, excuse me, Leo Lopez.
Going to set up 4th and short. Looks like about 1 yard.
We're bringing Gabino Grano in at nose tackle. I love it. Gabino looks like he eats barbed wire for breakfast. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock is running. Pottsville's going to run this final play of the first quarter. It's still 0-0. Big stop right here, 4th and 1.
Dogs has got to watch that hard count. Trying to get us to jump off sides right here.
It's going to be tossed to the outside. It's going to be
Looks
a
like
hold.
Holding.
Oh, should have been a hold. Was not a hold.
I don't know how that wasn't holding on the edge right over there, Coach. Matthew Brigance was trying to get loose from a block, and that guy was just not let go of him.
We kept you guys awake because I think we both yelled hold into the mic, but it's going to be in the first quarter. Still 0-0. We're going to get the field flipped here. Good job from the Bulldogs there, battling. We're making them earn it for sure. That's why that first drive of ours was so necessary, that you're going to try to go down and get points, but didn't happen. But we're still 0-0 here. Start of the second quarter, I want to give a shout out to the Booster Club. Live stream is brought to you, as always, from the Waldron Athletic Booster Club. If you'd like to become a Bulldog booster, use the Venmo link there on your screen. Or if you'd like to be a sponsor for a game or run an ad or commercial, hit us up. We'll gladly hook you guys up, especially with basketball season come up. There's going to be tons of broadcast time during all those games. We play about 106 games a year, it feels like. And lots of opportunities to sponsor a game, or we can shoot a commercial or put a graphic on there, give you a shout out, whatever you want to do. Or you can just become a booster. Anywhere you're at, you can go to that Venmo link and donate straight to the Booster Club account. All that money directly goes back to athletics. So I'm going to give a shout out to the Booster Club. Going to bring a second quarter here, still 0-0. Ball's on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for Pottsville.
That was a fast first quarter, Coach. Clock didn't stop much as Pottsville was running the ball most of the quarter.
I think we had one incompletion. Other than that, we ran it every time. They ran it every time. You won't miss your bedtime at all. Be good for you to go to bed early and get in the deer woods in the morning, man.
Got to go kill a big buck in the morning, Coach.
Man, at the rate I'm going, I'd kill a raccoon or a squirrel or whatever I saw, because it ain't looking good.
Ball's going to be on the 14-yard line.
Nason brings the Apaches to the line of scrimmage. Mahan directly behind him. Going to be handoff to Mahan. It's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Back on schedule for the Pottsville. And the second quarter started. So real time, there's 11:48 on the clock. Real time will probably be about a 12-minute quarter.
Yeah, barring they don't score right here.
Oh, we're about to scoop and score right here, fella.
That'd be awesome.
Would not hurt my feelings.
Those fullback dives just happen so fast. Our defensive line's really going to have to fire off the ball and fill those gaps.
Will Solomon's in there at nose tackle right now. They're doing that. He's calling it a hard count, or I think they're just getting set, kind of bringing a little false sense of snap right there to us. And downhill again, Mahan's going to pick up about 4 more. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
I'd like to see us just stack the box right here and make them do something they're not used to. Throw it. They beat us on a pass. They just beat us. But
I think they anticipated that on that previous 4th down call when we brought Gabino in. And we kind of brought some pressure, and that's when they tossed it outside. Not real sure what they want to do. They've been between the tackles for the most part. Alignment spread out. So I bet it is a rollout to the right. Nope, it's going to be handoff to number 11. Will Solomon brings him down in the backfield. Cason Davis there as well. Good job, Will.
that was a good pursuit by Will. Just pursued him flat down the line, as Coach B always insisted that we do. So the linemen don't run upfield and get juked or miss the tackle. They just pursue right down the line, so they got a good angle on the ball carrier.
Yep, can only go backwards if you're holding the line of scrimmage. 4th and 3 here. Gavino comes back in at nose tackle. Splits are a lot tighter on that slot. He's right off the tackle. Probably going to give us an angle. It's going to be an end-around reverse. 24 is going to take that into the end zone. Atkins there is going to go up, make the score 6-0 Pottsville. Very good play call.
That was a good play call, Coach. Faked the jet sweep to the right side and brought the other wing back underneath and ran a reverse, and just no Bulldogs in the hole right there.
Talking about formation, and they had those tight splits, and so we kind of moved some backers out to the wide side of the field, and then Mahan's going to add the extra point. And then they went back around to us and punched it in.
9:49 left in the second quarter. Dogs get the ball back. See if we can punch one in right here and respond.
go down and answer for sure. You at least want to give the defense some time
Yes.
to get a rest, which most of these guys play both ways, but you want the offense to be on the field as much as possible. It would be the cherry on top if you go punch one in as well. But you definitely want to at least pick up first down, one first down at a time, move the chains, let the clock run a little bit, let the defense get a drink, ready to rock and roll when they come back.
Wasn't an awful first possession for our defense. We made them earn every yard they got, but maybe we'll make some adjustments the second drive and make them do stuff they're not used to doing.
A team like that who, like you've mentioned several times, staying on schedule, ground and pound, downhill, they're preaching ball security unlike anybody else. So they're taking some of those times where normal teams would work on passing concepts or routes or route trees or whatever, and they're working ball security because that is their bread and butter, and if they put the football on the ground, it is not good for them. So they're going to be tough running the football. Don't make a whole lot of mistakes. Every one of their games has been in the 20s. They haven't given up a ton of points. They haven't scored a ton of points, and that's why, because there's 9:49 left in the second quarter, and they ate up the whole first quarter and started the second quarter with the football.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities in their offense to fumble the ball with those 13, 14 play drives.
One's going to be fielded and brought down about the 37-yard line. It's going to be by Joseph Rogers.
On the return, Joseph Rogers.
Joseph Rogers is going to make that catch right there and get downfield. Bulldogs will start at the 37-yard line.
Bulldogs take over with 9:44 left here in the second quarter.
Number 12, Nick Bosold on the tackle. brings the troops to the line. It's going to be a handoff to Gabino. Makes a few guys miss. Tough to tackle. Patrick Poore got a good old maple syrup pancake right there on the middle backer. That gets me fired up just watching it. I don't know if Patrick meant to or he was just the better of the two accidents when they hit, but good job, good tough run. Picked up 9 yards there for Garano.
Yeah, Grano had one man to beat, and he would have been in the end zone, but Grano is hard to tackle one-on-one.
Handoff again around the left, making a few guys miss. Outrun them. Good job right there.
Drop the ball. Get on the ball. Looks like Lamar's going to come up with that ball.
Pottsville recovers that fumble.
My bad.
Man. 20-yard run. Had blockers downfield. Was about to turn on the Jets. Switched the ball to the left hand. Fumbled it. Patrick Poore's trying to get on it. Does not come up with it. Pottsville recovers that football.
The ball's on the ground a long time, Coach. I don't think the Pottsville players realized that the ball's on the ground. They only knew it when our players started running towards the ball. I knew something was up.
Man.
That's a drive killer.
Literally. See if we can get one back. Turnover and down, something right here. Come on, defense. We handoff end around. 22 is going to take that handoff. Pick up of 2. Caleb Metcalf on that carry.
Patrick Poore came up with that tackle.
Patrick's playing very well so far, both sides of the ball.
Yes, Patrick and Logan Young have made most of our tackles on defense. .8:30 left here in the second quarter. Pottsville on the 35-yard line.
Handoff to Landon Mayhem. Makes the guy miss. Fumbling, brumbling. Michael Garano comes up, makes that tackle. He made a guy kind of slide-stepped a guy, made a guy miss, picked up first down right there. 8:12 and counting here in the first quarter.
Second quarter.
Second quarter. Happened so quick. Didn't realize we're already in the second quarter. Nason's coming to the line. Mayhan's behind him. We hand off back to the fullback.
Gain of about 5 yards.
I wish I would have started counting carries before the game started, just to know how many carries Mahan has up until this point.
It's a bunch.
A bunch.
Pottsville's on their own 49-yard line with 7:18 left in the second quarter.
I think that was a little bit of motion, extra
think
motion
so
in the
too,
backfield.
That time the handoff goes to Eli Atkins.
Eli Atkins there on the carry. He's the one who scored that touchdown just a second ago. The left wing back was going in motion. I think Atkins kind of got a little bit of a head start on that right side too. What would the call for that be?
False start.
It'd be a legal shift, but good try.
Not bad.
You're young. You're young. I'll forgive you. Trust me, I give all the officials, no matter what sport, my opinion. Mahan met by Leo Lopez in the backfield. Did a good job coming up. Will Solomon's played very well at that nose tackle spot. It's funny because we were talking with Brian Bailey before the game, kind of that mentality when you play a run team like this, you really want to not get blown out of the gap. Will's done a very good job of playing his gaps usually. Now in a 4-3, it's a little bit different. You go shade to usually the strong side, but sometimes the nose has multiple gaps to kind of control both shades or both one gaps, I guess, right off the center, and he's doing a good job of that.
Going to bring up about 4th and 2 right here. Like to see the dogs get tough.
Going to be tossed outside. Good tackle right there. Chris Lopez coming up from that safety spot. Read it immediately. Be a turnover on downs. Good job, Chris Lopez. Coming
like
up.
we talked about earlier, Chris filled that lane right there. He read it as soon as the quarterback went to throw the pitch. And the pitch man catch the ball. Chris was right there, made the tackle, lost a couple yards, set up the Bulldogs first down on their own 47-yard line with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Caleb Metcalf on that carry right there. Met immediately in the backfield. Handoff end around Gabino Grano. Makes the guy miss. See if we can turn on the Jets. He's going to be brought down. Big pickup right there. Gain of 15 on the play. It's going to be a new first down. He's going to fall out of bounds, which will stop the clock. Something has not happened very often tonight. 5:43.
They definitely could have called holding right there. We had a player on the edge.
It's going to be a timeout for Pottsville.
That run brings the ball to the 37-yard line of the Pottsville Apaches. Good enough for a first down. See what play Coach Chambers gets called up right here in this timeout. If I was a betting man, I'd bet it'd be another handoff to Gabino Grano.
First down, you get a little bit of freedom on first down, more so than not, but you've already had one turnover. You really don't want to risk that again. If I'm Pottsville, I'm talking about exactly what you talked about number one, getting the football, especially trying to break it wide, trying to keep them inside. Brigance we ran that bubble screen earlier, and he completed it to Logan Young. Had a decent pickup there early in the game. I don't know if we'll see anything like that, but you'll never go wrong handing the football to number one.
Sure won't, Coach.
Brigance keeper. It's going to make a few guys miss. Met by the safety right there after a big pickup of 7.
Good tackle right there by number 18 from the Apaches. But after a good pickup from Brigance. Ball's going to be on the 30-yard line with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the second quarter.
I would try to say 18's name, but I know I'm going to get it wrong. Carter Gittinger.
Did better than me.
He got her. Here we go. Handoff to Gabino. Very good play. Rumbling. I love it. He sits that corner down and he tracks right there. Falls forward. Going to be pick up about 10 on the play. It's going to be a new set of downs. Clock at 4:50 in the second quarter. Bulldogs are officially in the red zone.
Good play call right there. We faked that bubble screen like we threw on the first drive and turned around and handed it off underneath to Gabino, and he just found a hole and got 7 or 8 yards and left some people in his tracks.
Ball on the 19-yard line. We hand off to Gabino again. Lots of traffic there. Man, Poor's laying people down. That time he laid our own Trevor Bates out. I love it, though. Somebody in your way, you make them not in your way anymore. Yard gain, 2nd and 9 here. Clock's running at 4:15 here in the second quarter.
Ball on the 18-yard line. 2nd and 9.
Got that, what'd you call that, deuce formation bubble? It's there. Gets upfield, lay a block. Barker, lay a block. Good job getting downfield.
It's the second time we've ran that play tonight.
That was open. That's Logan Young on that reception. Bryson Barker on the block on the edge. Just one guy to beat, really. He's the guy that brought him down. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, still a good gain. Sets up 3rd manageable.
Got 2 snaps at it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
3:30 and counting here in the second quarter. Similar motion right there, that bubble motion. That's going to be a false start.
False start on about the whole team. Probably when that happens, the center ball slips on his hand, or the center's usually the one that messes up when the whole team jumps besides him.
Yeah, or like a snap infraction or something like that. Waldron's going to call a timeout. 3:17 in the second quarter. It's a big two downs right here to pick up first down. You get the ball to the, looks like about the 9-yard line. You get a new set of downs. Plenty of time. Waldron's got 2 timeouts remaining. Pottsville's got 2 timeouts as well.
Yeah, like you said, we're definitely in 4-down territory right here. We don't want to give the ball back to the Pottsville Apaches with much time left.
Gabino, Leonard, Garano. That's who needs to run the football right here.
In one of the articles last year, Resident Press called him Gabino the Rhino Grano.
Ooh, fancy. It's probably a very fitting nickname.
He leads our team in rushing this season with 469 yards on 58 carries. Average a little over 8 yards a carry. That's pretty decent, Coach.
I'd take an 8-yard carry right here. Going to be a rollout to the right. Going to put the ball in the air. Oh, man. Almost come up. I think the intended target was Chris Lopez. It went over his head and fell short. Peyton Lippon got his hands on it there about the 1-yard line. A Pottsville defender come over the top of him. Just fell to the turf. Now your 4th down gets a whole lot harder.
Yeah, I would like to see a run there to Grano. It's been working all night. Make it 4th down and manageable. Now we're almost going to have to throw the ball, which we have not been successful with all season.
4th and 8. Play clock's down to 15 seconds. I believe it's going to lead us to a timeout.
It'll be the second timeout of the half. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the second quarter. 4th and 8. The ball on the 17-yard line.
Coach Chambers calls a timeout right there.
Might see a field goal right here, Coach.
That would be something, wouldn't it? I think it's definitely in his range, in Leo's
for sure.
range. Let's try to figure the math out. 26-yard, 32-yarder, 31-yarder, somewhere in there, and or 33-yarder. And he's made those in the past. I mean, 3 minutes left here in the half would probably, you would hope, guarantee you a 7-3 score going in the half, assuming Pottsville doesn't just mount a 3-minute drive, because we haven't seen that. But man, that 3rd down call's tough.
Yep.
Now, if you complete it, you look like a genius. But
yeah.
I think you're right with those 2 downs to pick up 8. I think I would have had a bigger dose of the Rhino.
Looks like we're going to go for it right here. Decide not to kick the field goal. Maybe like to see a hard count or something. Then run the play or call an audible.
Got trips right with a running back. We have too many guys on the field. We do. We have too many guys. We have 12 guys on the field. We have 7 receivers and 5 linemen.
That should never happen, especially after a timeout.
You'd really hope one of these guys on the side would have caught that.
Yeah, Coach Chambers is chewing on Coach Coker a little bit.
If he'd have asked me, I'd have told him I saw it pre-snap. It's tough when you got trips right, a split on the left with 2 running backs in the backfield. That's kind of a giveaway. It's going to be rollout, going to be throw back around. Brigant's going to have to tuck that and run. He's going to push it down the
wide
field.
Open in the end zone.
And we catch it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That is Logan Young on the reception.
That's big time. Logan Young's defender slipped as he was cutting. And
he didn't slip. Logan put him in a blender, Caden.
Brigance was rolling out right, got pressure, had to run back left, and Logan Young was standing wide open in the end zone.
Brigance did a good job. I think it was a throwback by design. He tucks the ball, kind of spins around left side. Lyman comes up and sticks the block there late. Good run to his left. Brigance puts it where he has to. It's going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Looks like we're going to go for 2 right here. I'm not for sure why, but
it's going to be another pass. It's going to go through Logan's hands. That's going to make the score 7-6.
Tried to set up a screen right there. Didn't really work. Number 21 was right in Logan's face. Even if he would have caught it, I don't think he would have got into the end zone. But definitely a good response there by the offense to punch in that TD.
Had to have it there, and you complete the touchdown. Puts us still behind. We'll have a deficit with 3:02 left here in the second quarter.
It's got to be a big stop right here by the D, assuming that Pottsville will get the ball in the second half.
Make them do more of the same as far as what they've been doing thus far. Those 3-4 yard chunks, you cannot miss a tackle in the open field on a veer.
Nope.
And if you're a safety or a coverage guy, you cannot watch the backfield. You have to read your keys, which is usually the tight end or the slot, how they release. And it's really hard. I've been there. You've been there. I was safety back when everything was black and white, but Caden played recently, and it is hard. You get eye candy in the backfield, a lot of motion, a lot of flow. Keep your eyes where you want them.
Looks like Leo Lopez is going to line up to kick the ball. Going to be kicking with the wind, so maybe he'll punch one in the end zone right here, and they won't have an opportunity to run it back. Waldron's kickoff teams have been notoriously bad.
We have 12 guys on the field. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Excuse me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Got 11. Had to count 3 times, but we got them.
That's Waldron math.
Leo's going to kick off. Push it right down the middle. Adrian Hall set to receive that. He catches it about the 5. Good pursuit. Misses tackles downfield. Kicker Leo Lopez is going to wrangle him down about the 48-yard line.
The Bulldog 48-yard line. He received that one at the 5. Made some guys miss. Ran all the way down. Leo finally had to make the tackle at the 48-yard line. Like I was saying earlier, Coach, our kickoff team have been notoriously bad. Definitely got to be something we have to work on.
Got to stay in our alleys or lanes or break down. I always had amusement out of the guys who were the first ones down there and the first ones to miss tackles. Here we go, big stop. Be handoff to 22. Metcalf is going to be brought down. Caleb Metcalf on a pickup of about 2. Brought down by Kason Davis, Logan Young in there to make that tackle as well. Clock's running 2:32. Pottsville has 3 timeouts remaining here in the first half. Run, clock, run. Coach Brown would say, tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, Pottsville's got all 3 timeouts. No, they did call one.
Hand off to Nason right there. Landon downhill.
Found a little opening right there. Pick up about 6, 7.
Run clock run down to 2 minutes here. 3rd and 1. Leo Lopez coming back on the field. Hand off to Landon. Mahan downhill, first down. That will stop the clock for them to reset the chains.
Same play, just running it right up the middle, daring us to get big and stop them.
Offensive coordinator for Pottsville is Josh Falls. He signals that play into Nason. Minute 29 and clicking here in the first half. 2 timeouts remain for Pottsville. Probably see one after this play, I would think, unless it's a first down. This is when they threw it earlier on first down. Nason's going to fake that toss, throw the pass over the top, wide open. He's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line.
You called it, Coach, just like you said. Good play call, just rocked us to sleep, faked the pitch, and outside, I believe it was a slot receiver, kind of ran like a stop and go, and it was wide open. Quarterback throws a better ball, it's a touchdown, but the receiver had to slow down and catch it. We made the tackle on the 1-yard line.
1 for 2 on passes, both of them on first down. Huge play right there. Good gravy, 55 seconds and counting.
Pottsville still has 2 timeouts left.
They're going to milk this clock down. Its play clock's down to 10 seconds. I guarantee you, I'll put 2 quarters on it that Mahan's getting the football right here.
We'll see.
You taking it? Oh, you should have took it. Quarterback's going to keep it. Nason's going to punch that in. Give 6 more points to Pottsville. Score will be 13-6. 29 seconds left here in the first half. Pottsville's Mahan's going to stay on to kick an extra point. Kick's going to go up, and it will be good. Make the score 6-14.
That was a big-time drive by the Pottsville offense. Put them up by a score, and they get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
We talked about Pottsville getting the football with 3 minutes and 2 seconds. You assumed it would be 7-6 going to half, because they haven't had those big drives. We talked about it with secondary, keeping your eyes out of the backfield. Made a good move, and like you said, if it had been a better ball, if I would have thrown it or something, it would have definitely been 6 points. I couldn't throw it that far. I'd have to crow hop 3 times to get it down there.
Only 4 drives in the first half, Coach.
2 by each team. 2 by each team. Pottsville's been successful in both of theirs. Waldron punted their first drive. Second drive went down and threw a touchdown pass of their own to Logan Young. Makes the score 14-6. We elected to go for 2. Were not successful. We'll talk about a little bit about going for 2 here in a little while.
It was definitely the right call by Sam Pittman.
You already answered my question. We got to save that, though. We got
Okay.
to save it. That's for conversation later. Mahan kicks off here. That is going to not. That has to be a flag.
Yes, did not go 10 yards.
There's no flag on the field.
Before Apache touched it. He kicked it over the 50-yard line, which is illegal.
I'm not sure. It should go to where Pottsville first touched it. It should be a penalty, if we're being honest. Should be a penalty for illegal touching, I think. Would be the call for that. They are not going to give us anything. they're going to say we touched it, I guess. And then we got on it, which would be a 3-yard difference, I guess. But
25 seconds left here. Pottsville calls a timeout.
Have a Pottsville timeout. Getting close to halftime. Remind all
Coach Chambers is asking for an explanation. We're trying to get it too. I'm not sure what happened. Well, I am sure what happened. I'm not sure why they're not. There's no penalty or nothing.
Just give the ball to Gabino right here. Give him a chance. See if he can make something out of it. Don't try to do too much. Go into the locker room down by 8.
take full advantage of it. Pick up some good egg rolls.
Pottsville called that timeout, correct?
Yes.
Lots of discussion from the officials. Nobody has come to our side to explain anything. And they're not.
They're only human, Coach.
Well, at least come explain something. Now they're out of position. Be a double pass. Chris Lopez is looking to throw this one.
Oh.
He's going to throw it straight in the air.
Lands on the track. Probably a good thing that didn't land in bounds. We ran that play when I was a junior with Seth Hunt, and he was pretty salty with it.
Little Seth Becky Hunt. That was a 6-second play. 2nd and 10.
19 seconds left here in the first half.
Misalignment a little bit here. We're shifting. Trying to get lined up. It's going to be a straight drop back from Brigance. He's going to throw it to Barker across the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by number 7 for Pottsville. He's going to get tackled about the 38-yard line.
I do believe that ball was tipped, wasn't it, Coach?
Number 7, Bryson Villarreal. I did not see a tip.
No.
I think it was just a high pass. It was a slant route by Bryson Barker. Went over top. Coach Chambers is not acting like it was tipped either. It may be. You guys can click back on the live stream and see. 10 seconds and counting, or yes, 10 seconds left here in the first half. I don't know who needs to be telling the secondary not to get their eyes on the football. We are not aligned. We do not have enough guys on the field. Poor's going to be bringing pressure. Going to be hit. That ball's going to be tossed up in the air. 24 almost come back and made that reception. Holy cow.
We did not have enough defenders. They had a guy wide open streaking down the field, but thankfully we got some pressure in the backfield, and the quarterback had to scramble a bit, and he wasn't able to see it.
Poor along with Miguel. And I think Montana Wesley was all back there in the backfield.
3 seconds left here in the second half. Probably just going to throw one last pass, see if they can make something.
They're going to split them out, trips to the right. It's going to be a straight roll. It's going to be a screen. It's going to be underneath the Mahan. Gabino chases him down, makes a tackle. That will be the end of the first half. 14-6, Pottsville on top. Kind of shot ourselves in the foot there, Caden.
Yeah, like I said, trying to do too much there at the end of this first half.
Getting beat, I mean, it was a neck-and-neck kind of slow, methodical game. 3 minutes left in the first half, and gave up that big touchdown and then gave them another chance at it. So we're going to bring you some cheerleaders and band action here at halftime, and then we'll come back after this quick halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's halftime entertainment featuring the pride of Scott County, your Waldron High School Bulldog Marching Band. This past Tuesday, October 12th, the high school marching band traveled to Fort Smith's Northside High School for their annual Region 8 assessment. And after a spectacular performance, they were awarded superior ratings, the highest score available to participants of the assessment. In addition, the band also received awards in various categories at the annual Dale Bumpers Marching Invitational on October 2nd, including First Division Drum Major, First Division Percussion, Second Division Color Guard, and First Division Band overall. Tonight's performance is a tribute to Motown Records entitled The Motown Sound, featuring some of the best music to date from the 60s and 70s, including Stevie Wonder's Superstition, Marvin Gaye's I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, featuring soloist senior Owen Ridenauer on trumpet and junior Marvin Velasquez on baritone, and for tonight's closer, the Jackson 5's I Want You Back. The band is under the direction of Shanice McFerrin and Bryce Langley. Tonight's performance is being conducted by senior drum major Lupita Morales. We invite you to sit back, relax, and let the record play.
Can you hear me? Oh, you're good. I'm not filming. Actually, can you hear me?
Performing music of Imagine Dragons, including the song
Ladies and gentlemen, the Waldron High School Marching Band.
Connor!
Man, we got some legends on the live stream. Wave at me if you guys can hear me. Wave. You can hear me? Nothing? Show me your gap if you can hear me, Coach Brown. Wave if you can hear me, guys. Wave? Something? Nothing? Can you hear me, Connor? I don't think they can hear me.
No, I'm not filming.
Can you hear me, Coach Brown?
Can't hear you, Coach Ashley. Cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me? Can you see me?
And there they are, the Mansfield Tiger Marching Band.
I don't guess so. Okay, so that did not work. I was hoping to get to bring Coach Brown and Connor on the live stream at halftime. We'll have to work out the kinks on that at a later date. But we have about 4:25 and remaining here in the first, or at halftime, excuse me, and then we'll come back with some more Bulldog football action. Okay, so since our halftime did not work, our light bulbs are out. So we've resorted to literally
They're not
the
on.
bottom of the barrel.
They're not on.
See if we can get them hooked up. We've resorted to literally the
Can you hear
bottom
me?
of the...
Can you hear me on it?
I cannot hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you on it.
Are you on now?
I am not.
I think you're on there.
Am I?
We'll try it. Okay, literally the bottom of the barrel.
Literally.
Brian Bailey. He's going to give us a little bit. Cross country's at track meet tonight.
Try it.
So he's going to give us a little bit of input what happened tonight. His wife, Angie Bailey, she's the guru of cross country. She won a ton of cross country meets, and so she I guess she talks about enough that Brian's now an expert. At least Brian
That's
thinks
right.
so.
Feel like it. I hear it quite a lot. But tonight, I think she took the junior high boys and girls up there to Van Buren, to the Van Buren Classic. And as expected, the junior high boys have done well all year long. They won first place up there. Just do a little call out. Eli Conley came in first place overall. Landon D4 fifth place. And our own Cole Bailey came in 13th place. They all medaled.
Probably the best athlete in the family, ain't
Yeah, but he don't have very much competition there. His older brother would say different, but
he? Yeah.
hey, he's not here, so.
He's been coming on to be a little bit of a football player on Thursday nights, too.
Yep, he's definitely pretty aggressive. We didn't work out last night, but he's been suffering from a little bit of ear infection this week, so hopefully we'll have him doctored up and ready for next week. But back to Angie's stuff. She'll get mad at me if I don't keep on track on this.
She should have been here.
She should have been here. She's on her way back. Like I said, they did a good job. Emily D4 was another girl she has run for in the junior high, and I think she's medaled at every meet they've went to, as well as those boys I mentioned earlier. But the junior high boys and girls have been doing a great job this year representing Bulldogs, and looks like they've got a good future as they move into high school next year.
That's the plan. She'll get them coached up. She always does. I was going to ask her if she was here. You might know a little bit.
Okay.
What would a typical cross country, like it's 100 degrees in August, what would a cross country workout might look like right before school starts?
Oh man, you're asking the wrong person that. They usually
Not that
start.
you've been through them, but
Yeah.
maybe she's told you about them.
I know that they've usually started in the summer. It takes a lot of dedication for these kids to give up some of their summer vacation to come up here and do some workouts. Of course, it's 140 degrees in the summer, and she tries to do it either really early in the morning or she does some nighttime stuff. I think one of the kids' favorite and most hated runs that she does out here is at Trim and Baker. They run up and down the hills at Trim and Baker. So you can imagine that's a leg burner right there.
I know she brings them out early just to beat the heat a little bit, but you talk about really wanting to do something to run at some cross country.
And giving up your summer to do it.
Oh, my gravy. I don't know, man.
That's not me, but
That's what I used to have to do when I got in trouble.
that's right. That's
Not
right.
so much when I know she always says that her sport is what your sport calls punishment. And so I don't know how you'd discipline somebody that didn't run well for you in cross country.
I'm not sure what they do if they get in trouble in cross country, but
I don't think it's ever been a problem.
no, she has a good group of kids that work for her, and they're pretty dedicated. I think the senior high goes over there tomorrow at Van Buren, so we'll see what they can do. She has another good crop of boys and girls up there. The thing about her cross country runners is, they always give her everything they got, whether they medal or place first or last or somewhere in between. They're always giving her everything they have, and
Always.
that's all she ever asked for.
Every kid she coaches does that, track or cross country. I know Coach Hanley, she just follow you in her car, and if you slow down a little bit, she might bump you a little bit going up Duncan Hill or something like that. But
That's right.
appreciate you saving the day.
All right.
Coming on. Coach Brown let us down as usual.
Well, he's a Tiger now. I seen
Yeah.
him the other day. It was good to see him, but he is part of the enemy territory up there
Yeah.
now. So
Every time he texts me, I say, new phone, who dis?
yeah, that's right.
Lost your
So
number. Don't know. But we're about to get back
Yep.
to football action. Appreciate
give this
it.
back to Caden, and let's go Dogs.
Rock and roll. Here we go. Second half about to start. Pottsville will start with the football. They have been successful on 2 of their 3 drives. They had a turnover on downs there, their second drive, but for the most part, they have been very successful in their drives. Leo Lopez set to kick this one off deep.
Here we go, Coach.
Leo Lopez, number 71, he'll make the second half.
See if we can get this scoreboard pulled back up.
It'll be Adrian Hall back featuring
We get the second half started.
and kick on the field at the
Number
Man,
21's got a wide hole to run through right there. Caught the ball at about the 25-yard line, ran all the way to the 50. Finally got tripped up.
good starting field position right there for Pottsville, which is you never want to give them. They're going to take over right at midfield. The score's not in our favor, but I think we had pretty decent first half considering. Had a few tough plays, one or two that didn't go our way, but for the most part we did a good job. We hand off to Metcalf. He's going to make a guy miss. Picks up about 4 yards there on first down.
Definitely didn't play awful in the first half. Had a good drive right there to score 6, and we had the makings of a good drive the drive before, but just fumbled the ball.
Going to be 2nd down and 6 for Pottsville.
This could be huge. The defense could force a stop right here and give it back to our offense. Only down 8.
2nd and 6. Going to be a quarterback ISO. It's going to fall forward for 2-yard gain. I don't know if he did anything but fall forward, and he picked up 2 yards.
Going to bring about 3rd and 4 from the Bulldog 44-yard line.
3rd and 4, they went for it on 4th down every time. I think from probably about the same field position, so
Yep.
we should see that again. 10:50 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Be a motion right there from the back. It's going to be tossed left. It's going to be Metcalf, I believe. It's going to be a block in the back. Excuse me, no block in the back.
Brigance is screaming for a holding call down there. Figueroa definitely got something there on the edge, blocking the back held. Brigance is begging for a penalty. Still stopped him short of the first down marker, brings up about 4th and 2 or 3 feet.
Going to be trips right with that slot back on the right side. It's going to be handoff to number 11, Landon Mahan,
Gonna be
fullback.
good enough for the first.
Going to move the chains.
9:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. Pottsville driving on the Bulldog 39-yard line.
Gabino right there from the nose tackle spot gets that tackle. It's going to be after he already got enough yards for the first down. Nason back under center. Going to be handoff. Figueroa there met him, but once again picks up 5 yards going downhill. Met him immediately.
Yeah, met him at the line of scrimmage. He just kept driving his feet, got 4 yards out of the play. Just what they wanted.
Got Poor and Solomon and Triana there on the defensive line. Metcalf in motion, going to be pulled by Nason. He's going to turn on the Jets, outrun Peyton Lipham to the end zone. Be a touchdown for Pottsville.
That play even fooled me, Coach. I was looking at the fullback thinking he had the ball down at the 30-yard line. I look up and the quarterback's in the end zone.
Typical safety, got his eyes in the backfield when he's not supposed to. But Pottsville goes down. Good pull right there. Ready ski. Kept the football. Goes down and makes it 20-6. 8:38 left in the 3rd quarter. Extra point's going to be good.
That was great execution by the Pottsville offense. Just pulled the ball right as the read man hit the fullback. Snuck right through the line, through the linebackers. Safeties almost made a play in the red zone, but couldn't trip him up, and he walked into the end zone.
Got brought down right inside the end zone by Peyton Little. Just could not quite catch him. You really start teeing off on that fullback. It's kind of their MO scheme-wise, passing the football as well. I mean, you get the eyes going to the fullback every time.
You get so focused on the fullback because they get 4 yards every time that they give it to them. It's a hard concept to stop when you give up.
For sure.
5 yards on first down.
Mahan's ready to tee this one up, kick it off deep. We've got Peyton Lippel as well as Chris Lopez. I don't know if he's kicked it deep yet. He kicked that onside there at the end of the
very first kick when they called off sides, he was kicking it deep.
Sky high that one. It's going to be fair caught by Braden Mays. Bobbles it a little bit, holds on to it. It's going to be the first down for the Bulldogs on the 37-yard line. See if we can put together another drive. Game's definitely in reach, 6-21. Pottsville was winning last week 24-7 in their game against Dardanelle last week, and Dardanelle come back and beat them by 2 in the fourth quarter. Gabino's going to take that handoff around the left. He's going to fall forward. It's going to be just a pickup of about 3.
Patrick Poore got another great block out there on the edge. He's been pulling and getting all kinds of pancake blocks for us tonight.
Pulling, kicking, hitting. He got a quarterback hurry earlier on that big-time pass. And
Grano comes out for this play. Looks like Logan Young's out in the backfield, along with Trevor Bates. Trevor Bates is going to split out into the slot.
We'll put Logan back in motion, that bubble concept. They're going to fake that, run the tunnel screen to Chris Lopez. Very good play call. Contact right at the first down. He's going to fall forward. Tough to tackle. We need a very good spot. We need this guy's spot on this side because he's a yard further down, and we get it. Good play right there, Kate.
Good play call. We ran that bubble on our first drive and threw it for a gain of 10 yards, and then we threw another wrinkle in it in another drive and handed it to Gabino off of that motion, and we just ran the tunnel screen off that motion.
Fake bubble to a tunnel. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Love it. Hopefully we'll do it again. Back to Gabino. It's just a stretch to the right side. Lots of bodies in the backfield. It's going to be no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. You can definitely tell Pottsville talked about that play at halftime. That's the one we were getting 4, 5, 6, 7 yards on.
Yep. They had Gabino's feet wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, making sure that he could not drag any more Apaches down the field. But that was a point of emphasis at halftime.
Cody Ferguson and Montana Wesley split out wide. It's going to be outside to Gabino again. He's going to have to push back, bounce backwards. It's going to be a loss on the play. Just too many white jerseys. 2, 4, 6, 8 white jerseys are out there on the football. We went trips to the short side of the field on our sideline. We split Wesley out very wide on the high side, I think, to get that numbers advantage, or that, try to limit the bodies on that side and run to the wide side of the field. Pottsville was having none of it.
They were all over it. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 13 here with 6:30 left in the third quarter. We got Bert Ferguson split out wide on this side of the field.
Going to be another screen. It's going to be a middle screen. Logan Young picks up some blocks. Good job right there. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
Good play call again by Coach Chambers.
Blake Allen down the field. That screen concept, you let the initial defensive line in, then you get your linemen downfield. They love to do. They kind of salivate. They're getting a hit on guys a little bit smaller than they are. And good job right there. Good pass. Takes a little bit of courage standing in the pocket right there, especially a middle screen. Those are, I think, extra difficult to complete. A lot of traffic there, and a good play call, good first down. The quarterback keeper Brigant's going to take it and make a guy miss. He's going to pick up first down enough. He's going to.
Looks like somebody grabbed a face mask on Brigant right there.
Be down to the 15-yard line. It's a 20-yard pickup.
On the play before, those easy completions on the screen for a quarterback that's been struggling to throw the ball. That gives him some good confidence, especially on the balls down the field, and that confidence showed on that run right there.
Absolutely. Good insight, Caden Fuller. Great insight.
Thank you.
Trevor Bates, kind of that sniffer back spot. Play clock's down to 15. We're going to go under center. We do not do that. It's going to be fake fullback dive, try to be Q counter, I guess.
Pottsville was all over that.
They see that too often in practice, I think.
Don't go over under center very often. Gonna bring up 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
We're going to stay under center.
Bring
Send
Chris
that
Lopez
jet
in motion.
Third and 10. Two non-traditional alignments for us. It's kind of a tell when you're under center. You send that jet motion.
Coach Chambers had 2 good third down play calls earlier in the drive. Let's see what he's got on this third down.
Surely to Grave, you got 2 downs at it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Said that earlier, though, when we passed it on third down. Trips left. It's going to be straight drop back. He's going to have Peyton Lipham open. He's going to come up with that catch. It's going to be good enough for a first down. First down, right on the 4-yard line.
Good route there by Lipham. He was split out wide over to this side of the field. Just kind of ran a comeback route. And
12-yard out or 12-yard comeback or a sticks route. Comes back. Brickhants stood in the pocket, made a good completion. Brickhants went up and got it. Or Lipham went up and got it. New set of downs. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line from the Bulldogs. They're threatening. Brickhants going to keep that quarterback power. I know you won't believe me now, but I was going to predict that that's what we were going to do with those two fullbacks in the backfield. You won't believe me now, obviously, but kind of
no gain on the play. Can bring up 2nd and goal from the 4 with 3:30 left here in the third quarter.
We're going to stay in that similar formation. I would assume Gabino's getting it around the right side. Man, I got to quit telling you. That one's was a big loss on the play. We're going to get a very good spot.
Gave us our forward progress right there.
Which is tough when he kind of regroups and keeps running.
Yeah.
Well.
3rd and 6.
I'd have missed that one because I was going to assume Grano got that one.
I bet Grano gets this one.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
3rd and goal right here from the 6. Grano and Brigance in the backfield.
It's going to be a pass. Brigance is going to pump fake, keep it. He's going to be tackled at the 1-yard line.
Pottsville covered that play pretty good.
That's why you don't count your chickens, Caden.
Brigance made a good decision right there to pull that ball and take it and get the yards that he could get.
They're going to say it's on the
4th and 2.
2-yard line. 4th and 2. My goodness, this play is huge. Play is huge. Play clock's down to 20. Ferguson's running that play in. You got to get 2 yards right here, Bulldogs. You got to get 2 yards.
Huge play.
Huge play. Briance's going to come. We're going to stay in that spread look. We're going to hand that off to Gabino. He's going to punch it in.
Good play call right there by Coach
He just
Chambers.
wanted to keep us on the edge of our seats, Caden. He could have done that 3 plays ago, but we waited till 4th down. Big time touchdown for the Bulldogs. Makes the score 21-12.
Good drive right there by the offense and by the coaching staff. Coach Chambers made some great calls on 3rd down.
Some wrinkles we haven't seen.
Yes. 2 screens on 3rd and long. Got us to the sticks.
Bulldogs are going to go for 2. We're going to hand it back to Gabino. Score was kind of indicative of that. He's going to be short, no good on the extra point. 21-12, 1:53 left here in the third quarter.
Man, that 2-point conversion is huge because now it's still a 2-possession game. 21-12, down by 9.
give a chance to give a shout out. Our golf Bulldogs played in another state tournament. While we didn't have the rounds we were hoping for, we got 3 seniors going to graduate as the most successful golfers in school history. Caden, you don't know anything about golfing, but
I don't.
Lane Metcalf and Drew Owens have been a part of more wins than anyone ever in school history, team-wise. And then Lane Talmadge was yet again an all-state golfer, only the second all-state golfer in school history behind our own Logan Solomon, who was an assistant coach for us this year. I appreciate those dudes for letting me get to coach them, let me a part of it. It's been a fun 4-year run. We've kind of learned the game together. They've definitely passed me in their knowledge of the game, which is a good problem to have as a coach, and at least I can admit it. And so shout out to those golf Bulldogs for sure.
Yeah, Coach Atchley would never let me play on the golf team. I asked him several times, but he always denied me.
You didn't make the cut. And we have a quota. We can only have 1 lefty per squad, and Will Solomon's got that left-handed lockdown. So, sorry, you're out of luck. Maybe you can go back and get some more eligibility.
But looks like we're lining up on an onside kick right here. I like the play call. Good
It's going to be an
onside kick.
onside kick. Recover that.
Get the ball, get the ball.
We got
Yes.
it. We got it.
You can't advance an onside kick.
You cannot advance an onside kick, but no official has signaled that.
The official is spotting the ball way down there. The white hat has no clue that you cannot advance an onside kick.
I don't think any of the officials know what's going on. One official's got it touched at the 41-yard line. One official had it touched at the 30-yard line. The 2 officials on the play side ran with the football to the end zone.
Yeah, and the white hat's spotting it down at the 5-yard line. He finally gets it figured out. But that's a great play call right there. I love it. And a great onside kick by Leo.
You cannot advance the football on a kickoff.
That's big time right there.
Big time. You saw it. Pre-snap. Going to be an onside. I'm glad you didn't say it too loud for Pottsville. They don't tune into Waldron Bulldogs TV, so they didn't know what was coming. Big recovery right there by junior Peyton Lipple. He had a big reception earlier on that drive to get us at 1st and goal, and he recovers an onside kick right there. I'm just glad Peyton's a lot better athlete than his dad. That's my only. I'm really excited about that.
I'm going to line up back under center here.
Straight handoff to Gabino, kind of hops around, picks up 2 yards on 1st down. How big is that first possession when you score? You score 6 to 7, you elect to go for 2. Because now it's a 2-score game.
Yep.
At 9 points versus, obviously, be a 1-score game. We could tie this football up or take the lead.
But on the other hand, if you get it, then Pottsville's having to chase the whole game. So I understand the thought process.
Oh, yeah. Risk versus reward. In a matchup you're assuming is going to be pretty closely contested. It's going to be a quarterback pass. Brant's going to throw that tunnel back to Bryson Barker, who's got some wheels on him, makes a few guys miss.
Woo!
1 guy left to beat. Did not come up with it. That tackle was by number 16, who I do not have on the roster. It might have been 18.
Bryson Barker,
Gettinger.
speedster,
Old Gettinger.
caught
Back
that
again.
ball on the tunnel screen. About a 20-yard pickup on the play. Ball going to be down at the 20-yard line with 50 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Those are confidence boosters, as you said earlier, Caden, with the quarterback completions. Back under center. It's going to be a veer.
Not had much success under center.
We have not. 38 seconds. Game clock will run out before the play clock. So if the Bulldogs want to run a play here, they'll have to run one more play before the end of the 3rd quarter. That was, I guess, 12, what we used to call 12. Quarterback right there at the mesh point, right in the shade on the right side. Some confusion on alignment.
Looks like we got quads
We're going
to the right
empty.
side.
Quads to the right. It's going to be a pass to Lippum. Falls off his hands. Going to be incomplete. 8 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter now that the clock is stopped.
Probably
2nd and 8.
Probably a good thing that pass was incomplete. Number 21 was right there in Lipum's face. If he would have caught that, it'd probably been a loss of yards. Let's see what Chambers has called for us right here on 3rd and 8. It's been good play calling so far in the half.
Bulldogs come to the line. We're going to stay in that empty quads right look. It's going to be a straight drop back. He's going to tuck it. He's going to try to get upfield. He's going to fumble or fall down, lose his footing. Fall down. That will be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Peyton Lippum was wide open in the end zone. Just couldn't find him. Coach Chambers is screaming.
I think you're 100% right. He is not very happy with it, but
Yeah, it's hard to see the guy wide open in the end zone from up here, but as a quarterback running for your life, it's quite difficult.
survive and advance for sure when you're back there. It's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Scores 12-21. Your Bulldogs trailing by 9 points here to Pottsville. Had a very good showing so far. Hey, in the 3rd quarter, you know what that brings us?
What's that?
Little holler about the Hogs time. We talked about it earlier. So we were so close last week, Caden, to Ole Miss. If we could have converted that final play, then A&M goes and upsets Alabama. We'd be in the driver's seat in the SEC West. Been a long time.
It was a great play call, though. I completely agree with going for 2 right there. Would have liked to see maybe a different play on the 2-point conversion, but we were successful running that play before.
It's funny.
The play was actually designed. There is a shovel pass option to that play, and the shovel pass was open.
I think it was to the tight end Knox on the coming under.
But there was also a shovel pass option to Dominic Johnson underneath. You could tell that they were setting it up.
Yeah.
And he would have walked into the end zone, but Jefferson just couldn't find them.
It's funny because in that try and true right there, you got that pressure in your face. Jefferson went to throw it. My only deal, I didn't have a problem with the play call. Didn't have a problem with going for it. I would have went for it automatic on the road. You're kind of trailing the whole game anyway.
Defense.
And that's a winner's mentality. And so I would have I'd have been pleased to see him at least throw it to Burks and not out the back. But other than that, it's going to be 4th down.
Oh!
Or not, excuse me.
4th and 10. Brigance throws a ball. Lippum has it caught and then gets drilled in the back and ball falls to the ground. Looks like Lippum and the defender are both shaking up on the play.
Right, and he's back.
That was a shot. Lippum had it caught too.
Ball squirted out 10 yards in the air. That was 4th down.
Yes.
And so that will be a turnover on downs. That was the exact same play, the play before, that Chambers wanted him to throw it over the top to Lippum. And he did. And we just could not quite hold on to it. Man, that one hurts.
Yep.
Pottsville's going to get possession back here.
The Hogs definitely have a beatable opponent this weekend, though. Auburn, the
Tiger Kittens.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't
salty
get
about that game last year, huh, Coach?
I'm salty about all of them, fella. Nason's going to bring the Apaches to the line of scrimmage. 11:55 here. You need defense to get another stop. It's going to be end around right there. Kaysen Davis there on that stop. Stayed home. Very good job. Logan Young also up as well on assisted tackle. Good job by Kaysen. He's kind of our stand-up end over here. And he stays home with all that flow going away. And the ball comes right to him. Makes a good tackle. Pick up a 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 on the 24-yard line.
11 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs have got to get a stop if they want a shot to punch it into the end zone. We've got to score twice, Coach.
I know. 9 points is tough. 2 scores. Mason's going to send him back in motion. He's going to hand off around the outside to Atkins.
Oh, looked like a face mask to me. Yep, there comes the
Going to be really late flags, but that was a face mask. Elijah Atkins, pickup of about 10 on the play, 15 on the play, and they're going to add
15 more.
15 more.
You got 2 options when you call a face mask. You need to call the 15-yarder or the 5-yarder. Looks like they elect to call the 15-yarder right there.
That's going to put them into Bulldog territory. 45-yard line. New set of downs, 11-10 here in the fourth quarter. The clock should start when the chains are set, and it does. You're wanting to see a turnover or the football on the ground or
Yes.
something positive. Turnover and downs would work. Just keep them out of the end zone. Good job right there. Pursuit from Garano. Cason Davis is doing a good job kind of stretching the line of scrimmage. Logan Young comes from his linebacker spot and makes that tackle. Still, pick up a 4 on the play. I think Garano was in the backfield. Michael Garano was in the backfield almost immediately. Forced the ball back inside a little bit, which allowed Logan Young to make that tackle.
Logan Young's made a lot of tackles tonight.
He's got better each week, which is all you can ask for, especially from a sophomore. Hand off to Mahan. He's going to fall forward. As usual, it's going to be a pickup of 3. 3rd and 3. 10-13 here left in the fourth quarter. Score is 12-21. Your Bulldogs trailing. Had a chance right there. Got to 4th down. It's 4th and 10 on about the 15-yard line. Threw a ball to the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite hang up onto it. Got knocked out. Pottsville got a 30-yard pickup earlier on a face mask, and so
9:45 left here in the fourth quarter.
Mahan downhill makes the guy miss.
Won't be surprised if we see that the rest of the quarter. They don't want to stop the clock at all.
Logan Young comes over and makes, again, another tackle from that linebacker spot. Clock's running. They're going to take the full 35 seconds every snap probably to get that football off. I bet Mahan gets a heavy dose.
Bulldogs have got to hold them to a minimum game here on first down. First down is critical.
I think I'd probably be bringing some heat.
For sure. Very
Tight
unlikely
splits
that
on the
they'll
slots.
throw the ball on us.
Going to be quarterback keep Nason. He's going to pick up 1 yard on the play. Clock is still running. Good job right there.
Good pursuit by Patrick Poore. Came right down the line, and as soon as the quarterback pulled the ball, Patrick was right there to sling him down.
Miguel Triano was in the backfield as well. He's a little bit slow to get back to the line of scrimmage. Montana Wesley comes back on in relief of Cason Davis. We're going to stop the clock. Get Miguel a substitution. The official timeout. We're waiting on somebody to come on for him. Blake Allen and Gabino Garano are going to come on at the nose and right defensive tackle. Clock will run again.
New position for Gabino, isn't it, Coach, at nose tackle?
I haven't seen a whole lot. Did he play that a little bit last year?
Not for
Quite
us.
remember. Well, if he didn't play for y'all, I don't think he played it for anybody else. It's going to be end around. Good pressure right there in the backfield. Patrick Poore again, but the first guy in the backfield was Montana Wesley. He's from that left end spot. And he kind of chases the first action away and ends up getting that running back right in his lap. And then Patrick Poore come and wiped it up. Put him behind the chains, 3rd and 11.
8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Gotta hold them right here. Don't not let them get a first down.
Big 2 downs right here.
Yes. Off.
Going to jump off sides on the defense. Hard count. That's going to give him a free 5 yards.
Flag on the play.
That's heartbreaking. Had them behind the chains, off schedule.
3rd down 5.
They do a hard count, make us jump. Now they're right back on schedule. Obviously 2 downs right here. 3rd and 5 now.
Baby steps, Caden. In the first quarter, 3 guys were jumping. Now it's just 1.
I guess that's progress, Coach.
There's going to be a handoff to Atkins in the backfield. He's going to be swallowed up. Man, Leo Lopez there. Patrick Poore there again.
Played great defense on this drive.
Great defense, and if you get that 5 yards back, my gosh.
Yep.
Really changes the outlook
7:30
right
left here in the fourth quarter. Got to have a stop on this play if you want any shot of scoring twice. Probably going to try another hard count right here.
4th and 5, they could pick up a first down with a hard count.
I'd send everybody, Coach. Make them throw it.
I think we're playing pretty good solid. We just got to watch that football. We're going to snap it off. Quarterback's going to take it. Nason, he's going to be short. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Huge
Big time stop for the Bulldogs.
Huge stop, Coach.
6:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a turnover on downs. That is Matt Brigance coming up hobbled right there. He's the
That's who you don't want to see coming up.
He's the safety come up. He is holding his right elbow or right forearm.
Looks like Chris Lopez is going to, our backup quarterback is going to take the first snap here on this drive. Let Matthew recover a little bit.
I don't care who's in there. You got to hand it to Gavino. 6:56 right here. Bulldogs have a chance. That's all you can ask for. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. What do you bet? We are not set. We are not set. They did not throw a flag. I knew it was going to be quarterback power. Our left tackle never got set. Chris kept that football. Brigance is going to be back in the game now.
That play went for a loss of 2 yards. 6:40 left here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running.
Dogs have got to move the ball and move it quickly. Down by 9, have to score twice.
Going back to our spread. Gavino being the only back in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. Going to be another screen. It's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. Falls to the turf. That was another tunnel screen for Chris Lopez right there. It worked pretty well for us the previous drive. It's going to stop the clock. 6:24 here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 14.
Number 58 read that screen pretty good. He knew something was up when he was able to run to the quarterback without being blocked, so he just stayed put, and the ball fell right into his fingertips. Lucky it wasn't an interception.
We are not set again, but that guy is very generous on his.
Oh,
it's going to be intercepted. Going to be intercepted on our sidelines. Now I wish he would have thrown the illegal procedure. We have not been set all night. Brigance rolls to his left, short side of the field, which is tough to do with the flood concept. Really small windows, and Pottsville come up with it. 6:19 here in the fourth quarter, 1st and 10. Pottsville's going to start on the 28-yard line.
Pottsville definitely won the turnover game tonight. 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery.
All on crucial moments, too.
Yes.
I bet Mahan gets his carry. Mahan's going to take that one. He's met. He does not go down easy. Picks up 2 yards there. Clock will continue to run.
Gabino blew by his man from the nose guard position and grabbed Maham's foot, but Maham was still able to fall forward for a couple of yards and bring up 2nd and 8. It was 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Gabino was first, and then Poor come in, or not Poor, Leo Lopez come in and finish that tackle off. Clock is running not in the Bulldogs' favor.
Bulldogs have to go for a strip right here. Strip the ball out.
Looks like we got an extra guy on the line of scrimmage. It's Peyton Lippum back there. Takes the first block on. Does a good job. It's a good defensive play call right there. It's going to be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7. No gain. 3rd and 8. Very good spot. We brought our Lippum as our safety. He come up on the line of scrimmage. Numbers advantage, obviously, to the short side of the field or to the Pottsville side of the field. Lippum comes up, takes the first block on, and then Pack of Bulldogs kind of cleaned it up after that.
5 minutes left in the game right here, and the clock is ticking. Pottsville's not wanting to do anything but run the ball.
2 downs at it. We're going to try a similar formation. Does not fool Pottsville. Pottsville's going to call a timeout. That's their first timeout of the second half. It's a big play for them too, because give us an opportunity at least to make a strike at it and kind of get a chance to play a little bit.
You never know, though, Coach. We score touchdown, kick extra point, down by 2, get the onside kick, and we got a weapon as a kicker in Leo.
Oh, absolutely, but it's got to start with a stop right here.
Oh, yeah.
They got 2 snaps at it. Kind of by design, their offense is going downhill consistently, so we've done it 2 or 3 times tonight. See if we can do it again. Quick shout out, got 4:48 left here in the fourth quarter, to our volleyball teams. They are getting fine-tuned up for the battle for a conference tournament championship. Senior Molly Richmond got to celebrate her final game this week for the Volley Dogs in hopes for a good showing in the tournament. So send your good juju, your good vibes towards the volleyball team as they finish up their regular seasons. Play clock should be running, and it is.
4:48 on the game clock. Pottsville on the Bulldog 27-yard line.
Handoff pull from Nason. He's going to keep that around the edge. Good job right there. That was Michael Grano coming up from the corner spot. It was a slow developing play. It's hard for a receiver to block a corner that long.
Yep.
Leo Lopez hobbles off the field. It's going to be a timeout for Waldron. 4:31.
Good use of the timeout right there. Going to bring up 4th down, 4 yards to go. Got to have a stop.
4 yards to go to pick it up. I understand the timeout. Pottsville just used one. Might see if they have to use a timeout to get a 4th down play in, but get you an opportunity to get your defense lined up how you want it. So I think I understand it both ways. What do you expect Pottsville to do right here? Need 4 yards.
Probably that veer fullback dive that they've been running all night long to Mayhem with the option of the quarterback pulling it. We've shut it down pretty good here in the second half, though.
I'm thinking it's going to be the fake toss, end around with the slot back coming back to their side. But the last 2 times we've had a good job. Casey Davis made a tackle on it. Montana Wesley did as well.
Yep.
But something like that, probably outside the tackles, I would assume, if I'm calling the play, that Waldron's bringing linebackers right here. Here we go, 4th and 4. Big moment in the football game. Waldron's trying to get a stop again.
Oh.
Lots of missed tackles. Pottsville's going to run it down on the 5-yard line. That was a play we have not seen.
Nope.
The slot on the ball side fakes the motion, puts a foot in the ground and comes back, kind of a twirl motion. Fakes the dive to Mahan, as Caden talked about. They're running that veer, but they're running it back to the strong side. Pitches it outside. Made a few guys miss. It gets down to about the 7-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Good play. Those are the kind of plays that you leave in your back pocket for moments like those, some big 4th down conversions.
More of Mahan downhill, solo back.
Got back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 2nd down from about the 6 with
2nd and goal from the 6.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining.
If I'm a Bulldog right now, I'm ripping for that ball, stripping every chance I get.
Try to put a hat on it for sure.
Kind of like Ole Miss did to Rocket Sanders.
Oh, Rocket Sanders. He had a ball game, though. Mahan back behind Nason. He's going to fake that handoff. Nason's going to keep it. He's going to be brought down. About a 2-yard pickup. That's going to be a timeout for Waldron. Going to stop the clock.
With 3 clock still running.
Clock should be stopped. Clock should be stopped. Clock says 3:04. I believe they're going to add time to it. Waldron calls that timeout, relieves them with one timeout remaining here in the second half.
Looks like Leo Lopez is cramping over here on the sideline.
He come up a little bit hobbled on that third down stop from the Bulldogs.
I feel them about those cramps, Coach. They're rough.
They're going to add.
We need to reset it to 3:17.
They're going to reset it to 3:17 on the clock. 3:17 on the clock. Waldron's used 2 timeouts, got 1 remaining. Pottsville has 2 timeouts in their pocket. 3rd and 6, or 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Definitely a heavy look.
What do you bet it's a handoff to Mahan?
Nope. Good play right there. It's going to be a big loss on the play. They're going to continue to run that clock. We're hauling for a timeout. We will get the timeout. 3:09. 3:09 left. That's our final timeout. Who come up and made that tackle?
Lopez filled the alley right there like he did on a play similar to that in the first half.
It's a good stick right there. It's hard as a football player to consistently know that this is coming. This is what I got to do over and over and over and over.
Because there's so many wrinkles to every play. A lot of motion that looks like the same play, but turns out to be a pass over your head or a.
And like right there, Chris is our only defense. So he's got to do his job. On the Mahan dives, Logan Young and Patrick Poore on that side, or Gabino or whoever have got to do their jobs on the ball side, Leo Lopez or whoever. So, I mean, there's so many wrinkles, so all 11 guys have a job, and they have to do it, and that's what got us beat over the top of the touchdown is you got one guy maybe not quite do his job, leads to a touchdown. That's kind of which is any offense, but when you really pick on having to consistently do something defensively, it makes it very, very tough.
It does. It's going to be 4th down from the 8-yard line. 3:09 left in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs are out of timeouts.
This is a good battle, though. The Bulldogs have battled all night. They've stayed in it all night.
Defense have definitely made them earn every yard.
Fourth and goal from the 8-yard line. So a big stop. Don't have much time, but you do have a fighting chance if the Bulldogs can get a stop right here. Try to get some points on the board. We do not have enough guys on the field.
Hate to see it after a timeout. Braden Mays is going to run off the field.
We're switching. We made a late substitution. Mason's going to fake that toss. He's going to roll out. Got a few options. He's going to be open in the end zone. Pass is complete to Mahan. Mahan scored, just not the way we figured he would score. It's going to be a fake toss left. Quarterback's going to roll right. He's going to throw a drag route or a deep out route right at the goal line. Very good ball on the run. Mahan catches it, falls into the end zone.
Great play call right there. I think everybody was expecting Mahan, that veer option or the pitch option that they ran earlier, but they just added another wrinkle. It seems like they've always got another wrinkle to their offense that we haven't seen yet.
Play clock's down to 10, and Pottsville is running a few guys on. It's going to be 3-2. It's going to be a timeout from Pottsville.
3:03 left here in the 4th quarter. Dogs are down 27-12.
27-12, and it really feels closer than that.
Our defense has definitely made them earn it. We gave up that one big pass play in the first half, but Other than that, we've made them fight for every yard that they've got. Just hadn't been enough.
For sure, for sure. Nice, cool weather. It's going to be an early morning for Caden. He's going to get to the deer woods. Told me he likes big bucks, and he cannot lie. He's going to go chasing them in the morning. I would be there, Caden, sitting right next to you.
Got
but
to support the Hogs.
I got to go up to the hill nice and early and cheer on those Razorbacks tomorrow. It's
Big
poor
game
scheduling
tomorrow.
on their part.
Those stinking 11 o'clock games.
Killing us. Extra points going to be up, sky high. It's going to fall through the end zone or through the uprights. 28-12, Pottsville on top. Those 11 a.m. kickoffs, we had 2 in a row. This will be 3 in a row, and next week's 11 a.m. kickoff gets you APB in Little Rock. So there's 4 of them in a row. That's tough to handle. Tough to handle. We're going to leave nice and early in the morning, head up there, and I hope I'm successful cheering the Hogs on. I hope you're successful sitting in the deer stands.
Me too, Coach.
We'll take it any way we can get it. Next week, Waldron takes on Dover at Dover. I believe Dover is winless on the year, and so I would assume we've kind of had our way with Dover the past couple of years, and so we'll head to Dover next week. Take on those Pirates at Dover Stadium. Then we'll be back the final 2 weeks. We'll have a 2-week homestand.
A homestand.
We'll take on Dardanelle in week 9. That will be homecoming. And then we'll have Ozark on November 5th. Here will be senior night. Mahan set to kick off. We'll pooch that one again. It's going to be fair caught.
Whoa. That should be a flag. Did he call for a fair catch, Coach?
I thought he did. I didn't. Not real sure, though. Connor Marcellus on that reception. He took a licking as soon as he caught it.
If he didn't call a fair catch, he should have.
He definitely should have.
I thought he called one, though.
I thought he did, too, and I can see Kyle Owens down there thinking he called one as well. And Kyle's never been wrong. Ever. I like to poke fun at Kyle. He's got lots of material to poke fun at. Brigance brings his Bulldogs back to the line of scrimmage. Chris Lopez is going to go in motion. Brigance is going to drop the pass. It's going to be a fake screen. That was a busted play. I believe Brigance was thinking screen, and none of the receivers were thinking screen. 2 receivers blocking, and I think Lopez got mixed up on his routes right there.
2:57 left here in the 4th quarter. Dogs have got to score quick, get an onside kick, score quick, get another onside kick, and score quick again.
Easy enough. See what pass play we have here. I would think Pottsville's going to bring their backers. They do not. They
fake
drop.
the pressure, set up a little screen to Logan Young.
Going to be out of bounds. That will stop the clock at 2:48 here in the 4th quarter. Coach Redmond used to call those TBSs.
What does that mean?
Throwback screen. So you'd fake all that motion to the right. You'll leak Logan Young out of the backfield back to the left. Little simple completion. Gets out of bounds. Stops the clock at 2:48 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty nifty, right?
Pretty nifty, Coach.
TBS.
2:48 left.
Straight
drop backs.
Going to be completed to Peyton Lippum. Made a guy miss initially on the catch. It's going to be a first down. It'll stop the clock. 2:40 here. Bulldogs are lining up. Kind of a 2-minute hurry up. Haven't done this a ton. Brigance will probably drop straight back here. He does. Got a guy in the backfield. He's going to throw. Gets deflected at the line of scrimmage. It's going to fall incomplete. Some pressure in the backfield from Pottsville. 2:28. Clock stops on the incompletion. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 42-yard line.
Not bad protection on those last 2 pass plays. Pottsville only rushing 3, though.
Just got 2 receiver routes to the play side, and neither one was really open. Just trying to make a play happen. It's going to be handoff to Cabino, back to the near side. He's going to get tackled inbounds, so the clock will continue to run.
Have to get out of bounds right there.
3rd and 10.
Clock is still running. 2:10 left here in the fourth quarter.
Bulldogs are trying to get aligned. We trips right. Kind of a prevent, rushing 3. It's going to be
Bulldogs are not set. The wide receivers on the far side of the field are not set yet.
legal procedure.
Done that a couple times tonight. First time they've called it.
The official on our side has not thrown those flags. The official on their side has thrown that twice. And so it's probably just whoever wants to call it. Clock will run because it was running prior to the penalty.
Your brother told me that they were taking referee applications at Harps earlier.
That's probably where these guys come from. It's going to be a short completion. It's going to be short. No timeouts for the Bulldogs. So the clock will continue to run. It'll be fourth and 13. That sounds like a really good secondary income for Mr. Garrett. It's not being official.
I believe his secondary income is bass fishing.
I don't know. Did you beat them Saturday?
I did.
Huh. Enough said. Back to doubles. Brigant's going to drop straight back. Some pressure in the backfield. Gabino picks it up. Brigant's is rolling. Good toss and catch right there. They're going to call that incomplete.
Dadgummit.
I thought Chris Lopez come up with that. That was going to be good enough for a first down.
Looks like he had it, but then ran to the Pottsville players on the sideline, and the ball just fell out of his hands. Would have been a great catch.
Great catch. Good, pretty good strike from Brigance right there, rolling to the side. It's going to be 1:01 left here in the game as Pottsville takes the football back over, leading 28-12.
1 minute left here in the fourth quarter.
Pretty proud of the fight, though.
Yeah.
Saw some good fight. Had some good fight last week for the Bulldogs. Weren't able to bring you any live stream action last week, but pretty good fight for the Bulldogs. And tonight, much of the same. Going to be victory formation for Pottsville. They're going to take a knee. It's victory formation if you're winning. It's just take a knee formation if you're tied.
That's right.
Or losing going into half. And so
I got to take a victory formation this Monday on my flag football championship game at UFIS. My team Shake and Bake won the intramural flag football championship.
I'd be hard-pressed to find anybody who cares, Caden. I'm just messing with you. I'm sure if y'all were any good that you probably were really good at snapping the football back there or something. Nason's going to take a knee, and that will end the football game. Clock's going to run out here. Bulldogs fall to 1-5 on the year. Pottsville increases to 3-5 on the year. So tough, hard-fought game. We go to Dover next Friday night. Hopefully bring you some live stream action there. We got Bulldog basketball, Caden, in 24 days.
I'm excited, Coach. Can't wait to see how the team turns out this year.
24 days, and so Caden has officially moved to the top spot on guys who's going to help us live stream in basketball. He's got all his expertise now.
Yep.
Sitting in the box with me. He done a junior high game with me earlier in the year too, so we had to call out all the stops to get him. We may just fire Connor, have you up here, but appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, fly the W.